at home, my humble parents. Today we are having another subject on the topic social habits, and our topic is harmful traditional practices. Now, before I go to the meaning of harmful traditional practices, there are so many things that we need to consider. I will give you the meaning, and I will also list some examples of harmful practices. Harmful practices are those dangerous and bad practices that people engage in. And such practices, when you look into it affects people's lives negatively. Because by the time you involve yourself in such practices, it can lead to what? It can lead to death if care is not taken. But let's go through it. Then as we are picking it one after the other, then I will explain better. Now, harmful traditional practices means dangerous and bad practices that people engage in. Just as I've said it before, that there are those bad, so it is not good for us to do so because it is dangerous to our body. So those things that will attach to our body, either by drawing or by using some objects like blades, knife, scissors to carry such art, they are dangerous. So that is what harmful traditional practice simply means. Because when you involve in such practices, they will do what? It is very dangerous because it can affect us negatively by doing what? Causing a lot of damages to our body. So now, we'll be looking at some examples of harmful traditional practices. The first one that says what? Tribal mark. Let me take you to our chart. You can see a girl in this our chart. This is what tribal mark simply means. You see some Yorubas. When you see them, it is common with Yoruba people. It is common with the Yorubas. It is common with the Yorubas. You will see them with tribal marks. Can you see what I'm carrying on my face now is what? A tribal mark. When a child is given birth, okay, just like as I was saying before, just like the Ibadan people, it is common with them, the Yorubas. So when you see an Ibadan person or an Yoruba person from Ibadan, you will see them with these marks that I have all over my cheek. You will see them. How do they carry such art? They use blades and do what? And cut the person's skin on the cheek. They will cut it and give the person several marks on the cheek. And those things that they are practices, such practices are not good for us. They are dangerous because the blade that they use for Busayo may be the same blade that they will use for blessing. It may be the same blade that they will use for David, and the same blade that they will use for Rita. So Rita may have one infection or the other, and that blade will be infected. By the time they use it for another person, that person will also be what? Infected. That was why I told you that these harmful practices affect people's life negatively. By the time you are infected, what will happen to you? You are what? You are in danger. Yes. So you can see this girl in the chart now. You can see the marks all over her cheek, just like the way I did. They can do it vertically as a straight, like one, a stroke, or they can do it horizontal by crossing it. So it depends on their tribe, and it is what? Very dangerous. It was very dangerous. I hope you are listening to me. So if anyone comes to you now and asks you as a child that, or maybe your grandma want to do what? Give you tribal mark, or want to give a new baby tribal mark, your siblings, you just simply tell your mommy, no, mommy, no. It is what? It is dangerous to do so. My teacher told me that it can affect life negatively. You can can start giving them some instances that it can lead to what? It can lead to what? Infection, and it can even cause some damages in the body of such person, that it is not good to do so. Then another one there is what? Tattoo. You will see your big aunties and your uncles, most of them, in the name of fashion, you see them drawing something on their skin, either using what? Using an object or using anything. It can be animal, it can be anything. They will just draw it. If you look at this chart on the board, you can see that there are some tattoo all over the person's body. You can see it. Some people, they will put it on their arms. You can see some, while some put their own on their laps, some put their own on their waist, some put their own on their back. All these things, they use it as all in the name of fashion, but it is not good for us. It affects us. It affects us negatively. So we should try as much as possible to do what, to avoid such practices. Then the next one there is female genital mutilation. You can see this kind of practice is what? It is a dangerous practice. This kind of practice has to do with the female genital, as in female circumcision. You see, when a baby is given, when they give birth to a baby, you notice that some of the parents, they will take them to all these native or valleys, or maybe if it is in the village, there are some those people that are specialized on all those things. They will carry out some things. You know, inside the female organ, there is something we call what? Clitoris. It is situated in the woman's private part. I believe, children, your mommy will explain better to you. So that clitoris of a thing, they will either use knife or a blade or a scissors. Although they have a special scissors for it, they will use it to do what? To chop off the surface of the clitoral parts. They will do what? They will chop it off. And it is not good. It is dangerous because it can lead to excess bleeding. Do you know what I mean by excess bleeding? Blood will do what? Blood will come out. It will start gushing out, and it will be coming out very well. Just like when you on your tap, you see the way the water is gushing out from the opening of the tap. So that is how the blood will be gushing out. It will be coming, and it is very painful. And apart from that, you know, just like as I've explained to you, during this tribal march, when they use the same blade or the same instrument that they have used for another person to carry it out, it can do what? It can do what? It can lead to infection. And the person will be fainted. He will not know because you are a child. But by the time you grow up, you will now start having what? Problems with your reproductive organs. That is why you see most people, it's not because that they live a wayward life. That is why they cannot, as they bring forth a child. But most of them is as a result of what the harmful practices of God that has been carried out when they were at tender age. So we have to be mindful of all these things. You have to have a little knowledge about them, so that when we grow up, we will need to do what? To impart the knowledge as well to our children. Then the next one, the last but not the least, there is not training of female children. You know, in the early days, not now. We are not talking about now. We are trying to tell you what, though, like this tribal mark is a thing of the past. It is not in vogue now, but this tattoo is in vogue now because people, they are using it as a means of what? Fashion. By the time I do something on my body and I'm working and showing, and people will say, wow, what is this? But do you know that those things have what? They have effects on our body. So it is not good to do so. Just like this female genital mutilation, I don't believe that there is any normal parents that will give birth. I myself, I will not do such. I can never do such. Even me, I believe that my parents did not do such to me. Why? Because Why? Because I know that my parents has already have a better understanding that this thing is what it is not good, it is dangerous to do so. So the last one is not training of female children. If you don't train your female children, you know, in the olden days it is not good. They believe that when a child, when a baby girl goes to school, they believe that it is not good. That after all, why will they go to school? Why will female children go to school when what they were supposed to do is to do what? To get married and to just to have children and cook for their children. But now it is not so. By the time you get married, when you are not educated and you start having your own children, and you don't want your children to be like you, want them to do what? To also go to school and be educated. You want them to be educated. So if you don't know anything now and your children now they are in school and they gave them assignments and you are unable to assist them, so what will you do? So it is good to be educated. It is good to be. You can see now baby girls, you understand that is why your parents they send you to school, because they want the best for you. So that is where we'll be ending our lesson today. So we take our assignment. So parents, make sure you forward this assignment